Since the 1950s and even earlier, society has made college the pinnacle of the structured educational experience. Because of its prestige on resumes and job applications, a college degree has never been more in demand. But since education is so important, how have colleges and other financial institutions throughout time been able to profit from the desire for education?
Well, I've talked to Mother and Father, and they think that I might go to college.
It is desirable to spend most of your time in study, at least for the first year.
As a current college student, I walk around campus nearly every single day, and this is what I see. In my college in particular, almost everything is brand new. But if you look at any college, you will most likely see the same thing. New computer labs, fancy libraries, and magnificent buildings. This obviously means one thing: wealth. And so this makes me ask the question, how do colleges make so much money off education? And what I found was actually quite clever.
We do have some breaking news.
Today we're talking college.
Tuition has gone up so much!
The average cost of attending a public college up tenfold since 1965.
It's pretty much common knowledge now that college is very expensive. Just go onto your computer and type in how much does it cost to go to my local college, and you will find it will cost several $1,000s for a semester. At my school, that number's $3,003. Yes, there's a 3 tacked onto there. And I know personally that my college is actually pretty cheap compared to other colleges in California or other states where the cost of tuition is a lot higher. But still, RIP wallet, no summer vacation for you. So, how do colleges make money? Well, there's 3 primary ways that they do it. In order to understand this, let's say that you were a president of a university. You know that there are 3 main revenue streams that you can milk and make some serious money with. After all, you want to be loaded by the time graduation rolls around. And don't worry, you will be. And so will all the other college presidents and deans in your area. You know that you can even stack these revenue streams in such a way that they will build from each other, so the revenue just keeps getting larger and larger and larger and larger. So many of us already know the first income stream that colleges pull from, and this is tuition, admissions, and fees. You know, kind of like the boring costs of going to college. For those of you who don't know what I'm talking about, here's the basic rundown. When you first apply to college, colleges will charge you an application fee of anywhere from $50 to $100. If you are accepted, you will then be on a string of tuition payments, similar to a Netflix bill, but without the movies. Every semester a student is in classes, he has to pay these tuition and fees. It's important to note, however, that this isn't how colleges make all their money, because most of the money that's earned from admissions, tuition, and fees actually just goes towards the costs of maintaining the university. These costs could be anything from professor salaries to utilities expenses to lawn care. Yeah, lawn care adds up. It's pretty expensive. This is the second cash cow for colleges. The theory is simple. Step 1, get good athletes on scholarships. Step 2, market the games like professional games. Step 3, sell the tickets and keep most of the money because you don't have to pay the players. You can see this revenue stream in action just by being observant when you walk around college campuses. If you look closely, they have posters and graphics advertising their sports teams all over the school in hopes that this can be a revenue generator. This is what's called the student section at one of these games. Notice how everyone is wearing the same colored clothes. This is also planned. As many YouTubers know, merch sales are actually quite profitable. I mean, it only costs about $12 to print your custom logo on a shirt, and you can sell it for upwards of $45 if the demand is there. And this is what colleges do. This is the third component of revenue, logos and branding. Colleges use their logos, brand, and colors to make profitable memorabilia. And they don't just stick to just shirts. They do everything from hats to banners to even stuffed animals. So this is how colleges make bank. Thank you so much for watching. I am Stephen Ethan, and I will hopefully see you in the next one. Peace out.